loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A nice little juke. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones to about the 26 here.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a... Coming up.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's... to that well. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From the 6. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Watson. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
York able to send this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading 1st half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Packers with a football here late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this 1st half. So if you like field goal, and we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll get this to about the 38. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Bell brings it in across the formation. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Chubb on the counter. And he gets it down to the 32. And they're going to speed things up here. They run again on first down. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Forced out to his left. This caught out left by Bell. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, Even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. A check down here to Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Santos on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at Lambeau. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Browns to take over. 2 straight. This one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Watson hook it up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. A shotgun snap for Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Watson, off play action, rolling to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Chubb running right. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game. That hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian Watson from 8 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And we have a tie in the fourth quarter. So that drive of 4 plays. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Pass complete to Bell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary running.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll get this to Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.